Our next poet, nominated for the Trillium Award for Poetry in English, is Nick Thran. Now, Nick is one well-traveled writer. He grew up in Western Canada, Southern Spain, and Southern California. In the past few years, he's lived both in Brooklyn, New York, and right here in Toronto. His poems have appeared in numerous Canadian publications, and his first collection of poetry, Every Inadequate Name, was published in 2006. He's nominated tonight for his second collection entitled Earworm. You've probably heard that term. It's a song or a hook of a song that sort of lodges in your brain and you can't get rid of it. Well, that title reflects the connection to popular music and to popular culture in general that you find in Nick's writing. Earworm is a really eclectic collection that ranges in topics from cartoons to Caravaggio, Picasso to Barry Bonds. That, ladies and gentlemen, is range. So please welcome Nick Thran.
I did a reading early this year to 4.5 family members and a puppeteer named Judd. So it's a lot. This is nice. Thanks for coming. This is after a poem by a poet named Thomas Salomon. I have a computer. My computer hurts my eyes. I have a fan. When I turn on my fan, there is wind. I have a painting by my sister of the human heart. My sister works 2 jobs because her landlord doesn't charge the same rent anymore. I have a poem by Mark Strand. Black Sea is a wonderful poem. I have a telephone. The captain has called me to say that I've won a free cruise. I have a cup of coffee. My coffee is always finished too soon. I have an orange chair. My orange chair is covered with clothes. I have a dictionary. I look up the word pusillanimous. I have a radio. My radio does not dream. I have a letter from Darren. It's nice to get letters from Darren. I have a book by Philip Gorovich. If I take it with me to read in bed, then I will not fall asleep. This is the title poem, Earworm. So there's likely a more accurate name for the glow of a deer's eyes in the dark, for the hunger that drew a python in Florida to swallow an alligator whole, for the aura, the swell just before the gut burst, for why you've been staying up late at night on a search engine looking for all of the possible names for a lump at the back of your nostril, for the name of that girl who sold you a pill from the basket of her bike and rode off while her fairy wings flapped in the breeze, and a name for that breeze. Reptune, Ohrwurm, the last song stuck in your head, which became something else. And for what else? For not being able to say the one thing that would have kept you from continually falling apart, for discovering late, for replaying the video clip of Jolton Joe Carter's 9th inning blast in the '93 series, for the sound when the ball hit the bat and everyone knew they'd won before it left the park. Oh, yeah. And for the white noise that isn't white noise, but a poor translation of what the blood tries to say. And what the blood tries to say. For the feeling of never wanting to leave the party and then having to leave. For the ache in your legs when you should have cabbed home but decided to walk, and the walk was too far, but you had to keep on. Earworm, little one, chugging along, traveling towards a name. Thank you.